And then I had a second one. I had a call from Bob Parker last evening. There's a lot of activity on 230th Street, and he was asking about dust control, whether we could ask DOT to apply something there. And I know we've talked north of Lytton on 230th. They're doing a good job of blading it and stuff, but there's a ton of traffic on it. They're just constantly. And so he asked his residence is on 230th Street west. It's the first residence on the north side of the road west of M54 on 230th. And I assume that is there a lot of activity on that? And I know eventually they're closing it.
But yeah, I'm not sure how much that'll slow down his traffic.
Do you recall? I guess for a short term, I'd like to ask them to apply. If that's, from my experience north of Lytton, there's a ton of traffic, and I would assume this is similar.
And I can, if you want to give me his telephone number, I can look it up. I can call him, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass him on to the DOT inspector that's taking care of that.
I had his phone number started.
I can look it up too. It's probably in there too. Isn't it?
The plat owners.
His phone number's in the front, I think. As long as they are inside the city limits.
Yeah, it is. Are you going to have any better influence on getting them to do it? I guess I'd like to have you do it because I think they would more likely pay attention.
I guess in Calhoun, we've been having all those people, rather than our office, try to keep track of who's calling about dust. That's the guys out there that's going to take a look at where the issue is and decide what they're going to do.
We haven't been getting. That's my first contact for this, and I guess
I haven't had any calls either in Calhoun. I'm not sure we've had any.
But a lot of those on the stretch that I'm mostly on are far enough back that they're not being bothered. But this one is relatively close, and I know there's a huge amount of activity, and I think they should be asked as well as anybody else that we.
I know in Calhoun, I'm trying to remember. They've done dust control. I don't think they did any dust control when they were actually grading the road. But they did dust control when it comes time for paving, because they were every once in a while they run some of the concrete trucks down gravel roads, and they had a group of places there that they did dust control on during construction.
I guess I'm asking you to make the contact, because I don't think they'll on an individual basis. I don't know if they'll pay attention like they should.
Well, I don't know that the DOT policy they handle it on a case-by-case basis, but I think their normal policy is they're just telling they aren't going to do it. But I will get a hold of the inspector. But I think it would do a lot of good for the landowner to call too.
Well, I'll forward that message as well. But I'll tell him that he will make a contact.
I think the inspector for that section is Mike Moeller. Is the inspector's name, and I got his cell phone number. You want that?
Well, yeah, sure.
Do you want to pass that on, or you
want
me to pass
no,
it on?
I'll do it. That's fine.
712 083110scs0009. But I'll also call Mike then and
Thank you.
visit